Hey, welcome to the Sisterhood of the Traveling Bantha. We are your hosts, Denise.
And Rexy, and we are recording with special support from Council Member Mark Collier.
And we're broadcasting from our galaxy to yours.
May the Force be with you.
Always.
Hey, Herd.
What is up, Herd?
Can you believe
we're finally...
we turned this into a 4-parter?
Yeah, we rambled a lot.
Oh, when this started, it was going to be like one episode, and then we just kept
talking.
Yeah.
But now we're ending. We're down to the final of our Jedi training.
Yep.
And we are now taking the hardest part of our training. And
yep. We are going to be working on the most intense and the rarest, correct? The rarest of the Force abilities. Yes. And there are two. Do you want to let us know what we're getting into today?
Force spirits.
Force ghosts.
Yeah, that. It's also known as Force ghosts.
Ooh.
And healing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That was a... All right. Rex has some opinions about that.
We'll get there when we get there. I did not mean it to come out so sassy.
It's all right.
Sorry.
It was pretty funny, though. All right. So just to review some, we've talked about telekinesis, vision, jumps, push, mind tricks. So let's get into force spirits, ghosts.
Yeah.
So this one is very interesting. So we know this as force ghosts.
Yep, we've seen a few examples.
Yes. We're going to talk about. We're going to dive into that.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's where it gets interesting. Okay. So these are where beings who gain immortality through preservation of their consciousness after death. I am surprised I didn't mess up that word.
Yeah, that's good job.
No. So the first time we see this is in... the first time we heard about this. Well, okay, no. The first time we heard it was in A New Hope.
Okay.
Was when Kenobi talks to Luke Skywalker during the trench run.
Okay.
As he's shooting, he's like, use the force, Luke. Yeah.
Use the force.
Yeah. But then the first time we see it is in Empire Strikes Back on Dagobah. When Luke... Or when we actually see old Ben as the Force Ghost.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a fun little trivia. First time we hear it, and then the first time we see it. Two different movies. So through the light side of the Force, certain beings with special training were able to... What did I type there?
Typos get you.
To all their consciousness.
Alter. I bet you were trying to... Yeah. I bet you meant to type alter.
Yeah. Their consciousness to persist after death and appear as a force spirit made possible from the living force flowing through the cosmic energy. Cosmic
because
energy.
They're so connected. And that makes sense. I mean, it would be the rarest because it would be something that only the strongest of Jedi or the most connected in the Force to be able to do. Yeah. Because you have to go so deep into the Force.
I would say, and we've talked a lot about that deep meditation and that deep connection and flowing through the Force, feeling it, and becoming one. And that's ultimately what I think all these Jedi are trying to get to.
Yeah, that's like, it feels like the ultimate goal, right? Like they do all this meditation and
being one with Force.
Right. And being one with the Force continuing after death seems like, the goal, right?
So
makes sense to me. It's a good theory.
This knowledge is only open to those who follow the light side of the Jedi.
Oh, no
light
kidding.
side of the Force. So only Jedi have this power.
So Sith can't be Force ghosts.
Nope.
Huh.
It's only
Why?
the light side.
How come only? How come?
I think I have all the answers.
Yeah.
I know. Normally I do. I don't know. So
now in my time of need.
So let's continue going through the notes, and maybe we can figure this out
Okay.
together. So yeah, only the light side to the Jedi. So
I'm pretty happy about that, though.
Right?
Can you imagine freaking Sith Force ghosts?
Well, okay.
It would be terrifying.
So it makes me think of Plagueis. You haven't read the book yet.
No, I was just thinking of like the teeny tiny cameo we got in Acolyte.
So Plagueis was super obsessed with the science behind the midichlorians.
Okay.
And doing the science to try to alter your midichlorians to have alter your life state to prolong your life to have immortality in that state.
Wow.
Not necessarily like the Force ghost, but he just didn't want to die.
Yeah.
He wanted to live forever.
Yeah. Okay.
So
okay.
Yeah. But then Palpy killed him.
Yeah.
So
that didn't become a thing.
Yeah. So in the canon, Palpatine was Plagueis, Darth Plagueis'
apprentice.
Yes. Yeah. So that if you think about it, even in
that makes
canon,
sense.
Even in canon, when Plagueis is talking or Palpatine's talking to Anakin, have you ever heard of the story?
Oh, yeah.
Plagueis the Wise.
And it's because it was his master. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm glad that knowledge died with him.
It's an interesting book. It's very sciencey.
I remember you saying that you
I didn't
really care for it.
There's a lot of people who love the book.
Okay. Well, I will definitely get to it, and then I'll let you know.
I have a cool first edition copy of it.
Ooh, that's rad.
Yeah. Spent a little more money on it than I should.
Especially considering you didn't like the book.
I know.
That's such a bummer. You spend something because you're like, I'm gonna love this book. I know I am. I want a pretty copy. I want a keepsake. And I didn't like it. Yeah. Now I have this thing.
That's all right.
You just sell it and buy something else cool with it.
I probably could.
Buy a book you actually like.
Okay, so yeah, only the light side Jedi.
Yeah, that's good. I'm happy about
that. So open to the follow the light side such as Jedi, the Force priestess, and those who dwelled within the wellspring of life were able to manifest after death. Yes, because I know you're going to ask, what is the wellspring of life?
I was forming the word with my mouth.
That is said to be where the origin of the midichlorians is where the midichlorians formed. It is a Force planet. Oh, wow. It is a Virgins. Like that is where the Force was created on this planet, and that's where
that is so rad.
And that's where these Force priestess live, and so
and it's called the Wellspring of Life.
Yeah,
that's rad as heck.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Wow.
I think it was featured.
We should learn more about that.
Yes, I think it was featured in an episode of the Clone Wars. Also, there's a really super dorky. There's a really cool card in Star Wars Unlimited called the Priestess. The Priestess is based off of these, and it's like this super cool card that takes somebody out.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's rad.
Yeah, so the Wellspring, that's where it was created. They're the ones that are believed to be the Force ghosts. Okay. And so, yeah.
Wow, that is, I've never heard, I must have heard of it because Clone Wars, but I don't remember anything from that, and I want to know more.
Okay, so
that's cool.
First Jedi to learn it. Can you take a guess?
Qui-Gon.
Yes.
Heck yes!
You are on a roll tonight.
I know.
So
in Gon we trust. I love your sticker. I love it. Since I've seen it, like I have adopted that, and almost every time I see Qui-Gon, I'm like, "In God we trust."
Okay, so the first Jedi to learn this is Qui-Gon, and he actually learned it from the Shaman of the Wills.
Shaman of the Wills.
Yes. So the Wills were like protectors of the Force. They're not Jedi. They're not like Force sensitive. They're just kind of like so like Jeddah, they have the Guardians of the Wills. They like protect the temple there.
Yeah.
Like Sharut.
Yep.
Sharut was a guardian of the Wills. So they're the Shaman of the Wills also.
Cool. Okay.
So
they're in the same.
I want to say, I think if I had to guess, I didn't look too much into the Shaman of the Wills. I want to say that they're probably of the same category. And we also know that Qui-Gon was not your stereotypical Jedi.
No. He was constantly questioning, constantly like pushing boundaries of what he could do.
I honestly believe if it wasn't for Anakin and if he would have stayed alive, I think he probably would have left the order and been a way seeker. At that point,
he would have been an amazing way seeker.
And at that point, Dooku had already left the order for a couple of years as well. Before,
so he didn't have that tie either.
Yeah, and I don't think a lot of people knew that Dooku left the order before he became a Sith as well. He was out of the order for I think a couple of years.
But he was around, and he was around the Senate all the time, and people just kind of assumed he was still part of it, even though he wasn't. And because he was still on pretty good terms with everybody for so long, it just kind of went unnoticed.
Yeah. So, he learned it from the Shaman of the Wills, but his training was incomplete at his time of death. Yeah. So, because of that, it only manifested as a voice.
Yeah.
At his time of death. And so from there, it later appeared as a vision to Anakin and Obi-Wan on Mortis.
Yeah. Okay.
And then later he was able to, through that, I guess he must have continued his training somehow.
If he had managed to keep his consciousness alive in the Force, he could continue. That makes sense.
Then later he was able to manifest a full spirit on Tatooine to Kenobi when he completed his training after death.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So
more reasons to love this guy. He's amazing.
Qui-Gon is the very first Jedi to ever be a Force ghost.
And he figured out how to do it after he died.
Yeah, he only had partial training.
Just voice. That is incredible. So that makes you
think, like, he must have had the knowledge of how to do it. He just, like, he must have
he hadn't ever done it, right?
Like, he was starting the practice. And you know how, like, when you learn a new skill, like,
you're clunky. Don't know. I mean, it's me with my bass right now, right? Like I have one song down pretty well, but now I'm trying to learn another one and it's clunky.
And so that must have been what was going on with his training.
Yeah.
And so,
But then after he died and he was able to just continue because he was already like in tune with the Force enough that his consciousness could keep going. So boom, cool. Qui-Gon, the very first Force ghost ever.
So then Qui-Gon later trained Yoda, who then trained
makes sense
Kenobi.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, so he trained Yoda, then trained Kenobi. The secret was, but what I don't understand, who trained Anakin?
Good freaking question. And also, he spent so much of his life on the dark side of the Force.
That's what I want
to know. And I know
too.
He redeemed himself at the very end, but like,
how does that
Qui-Gon
work?
just like swim through the Force and be like, yo, hey, since you're a good guy again, let me teach you how to do this?
Turned good guy for like 2 seconds.
And then he died.
And then he became a Force ghost.
Right. But then we see him as a Force ghost. As Anakin. Not all Vadered up.
But we also know the original trilogy
There's an
has
episode
a
title. All Vadered up.
We also know in the original trilogy there are a lot of plot holes.
Yeah.
Also, along with the prequels.
We know some of these things we're not supposed to look too closely at.
The sequels.
It's a fun story, but
Star Wars is known for
got some plot holes. Yeah.
But yeah, So that just leaves you like, how did that happen? But then we also know.
I think I am going to decide in my head that Anakin was taken by the hand by Force ghosts previously, like Qui-Gon, who had managed to teach himself after he went kaput. I think that's what I'm going to believe in my head. He just was like, Anakin, come here. Let me show you how to do this.
Maybe. Okay, so here's a theory. Maybe because of his time on Mortis, with the father and the daughter and the son, like, we know how that all kind of changed and his connection with the father there, because a lot of people think that he has that connection with the father, or is it the son? That maybe that altered his ability and his connection to the Force.
Because Mortis is a virgins, right?
No, yes, Mortis is the planet, is a virgins.
Yeah.
And so maybe that time that they were there, because even like a lot of people also now think that Ahsoka is the daughter. Because remember on Mortis, she died and the daughter gave up her life to bring Ahsoka back.
Oh, so she could have theoretically like taken her place there.
Yeah. And so
Anakin could be the son.
Yeah. And so maybe that's
Ahsoka
why
is the daughter. Who's the father?
I don't know. There's a theory on that one too. But maybe that's why he was able to manifest himself as a Force ghost.
Right.
Maybe.
We would love to hear your theories about this. If you guys want to share, this is really interesting. And I want to know what everybody else has to say about this or how you guys think this happened.
So I don't know.
That could be. I mean, we know it changed everybody who came into contact.
So we also know that Luke and Leia also can do this. So we're obviously assuming that Kenobi trained Luke.
Right.
And then Luke trained Leia.
Right. That would make sense. They were so close. There's no way he would have wanted this knowledge and not passed it on to Leia.
But there's also, from what I was reading, there's also like they can only do it for so long. It's not a forever Force ghost. Like it's finite. And their ability to communicate. Like, and we saw that with Yoda. We see that with Yoda in The Last Jedi. Yep. Like we see his eventually last time,
like he's done.
His conversation, and he's like, I'm not coming back. His conversation that Luke and Yoda have, that was Yoda's like last conversation. And he was just like, he was done. And he's like, remember this? Like he was trying to remind Luke what it means to be a Jedi and try to give him that hope again to help.
Because he wasn't going to see him again. Like that was it.
And remember, he burned down the tree, caught it on fire. He was like,
it was pretty amazing. His little goblin cackle. God.
But like, so yeah, there's only an infinite amount of times they can commune with people.
That does make sense too, because I can imagine that uses a lot of energy.
What if also, if it has something to do with that Jedi line?
I was thinking that a second ago and I didn't say anything. Yes. So like a hereditary kind of thing. Yeah, like it's passed down because we know they're all very strong in the Force.
So Yoda trained Dooku, Dooku trained Qui-Gon, Qui-Gon trained Kenobi, Kenobi trained Anakin, Kenobi also trained, Kenobi and Yoda also trained Luke, Luke trained, like, so what if it's because of this Jedi training, this Jedi line?
Right, something about this is, we know they're all incredibly strong.
Or maybe Anakin can be a Force ghost because he's the chosen one.
Or maybe that.
Maybe we're looking too much into.
I mean, it might be the simplest answer. Yeah, Occam's razor, right? That could be it too.
He's just the chosen one, so he can be a Force ghost. Like,
or maybe they just,
Or maybe it was because it was made in 1983 and they haven't thought this all the way through.
Yep. Because they also haven't had another 40 years of content to make us wonder and ask questions.
They were just like, hey,
let's make a fun movie.
Let's make him a Jedi and Force ghost with Kenobi and Yoda, because he saved the day.
Like,
and
this
he's
will
a
be
Jedi
great. It'll be
again.
a great way to end it. It's going to be a great shot.
Little did we
Let's
know
do it.
that 50 years later they're going to be overanalyzing this.
And wondering why we made the choices we made.
Why was
we
he
wanted
a Force
to, I
ghost
guess.
when he didn't have training? And
Right, and he was on the
died?
dark side for, like, most of his life. That since you were saying that it's only available to light side users, like, how do you get around that one?
Why do we do this to ourselves?
I have no idea. Let's. You know what? I have an idea. Let's move on to the next one.
Okay.
We're gonna keep going in circles. What you got for us?
Okay, so now we're going to heal. I'm not gonna let you live that one down.
I know, but I didn't mean it to be. It was so sassy.
So, okay. Our last and final one is heal.
Super rare.
Yes.
You got to be really in tune with the Force and really strong.
I do, after all of this is said, I have a very long rant about this one, and you are going to find it hilarious.
All right, let's go. I wonder if it, for some of the things, might be the same as the. Huh.
You can see it's like almost a half page long.
That's amazing. We'll see if any of our line up. Because you got written, right there.
It's pretty long.
That's pretty
as
funny.
I was like researching this, I kept getting more and more angry at fanboys.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go. Okay.
Denise is getting angry. All right. So healing. Man, I didn't have any. Oh, I do have a description of this. Okay, Force heal is the ability to heal oneself or others through using the Force. This was first seen. When do you think it was first seen? I was proven wrong on when I first thought it was seen.
On Hoth?
No. So I thought it was first seen in The Mandalorian. And so this is where my whole thought is. So I thought we first saw it on Mandalorian when Grogu killed something, and it was literally like 2 days before Rise of Skywalker came out. Mm-hmm. That we see him heal something, and then we saw Rise of Skywalker, and then we see Rey heal the creature, and I was like, oh, I see what they did.
That's right.
They had him heal, so then
there'd be a precedent.
Yeah. No, that's not the first time we see healing. It's actually in the Clone Wars. It was on the Altar of Mortis. Back where we also see the
when she gives herself to save Ahsoka. That is Force healing. She healed Ahsoka, but it drained every bit of her energy. Yeah. Holy wow.
Yeah. So, and we also talked about that with the whole Force Ghost and Mortis and the.
I 100% had it in my head that we saw it on Hoth when we split up and his arm was all fucked up. No, I think he just ended up in a bandage in a hospital wing.
He was in the back to tank.
Back to tank, yeah. Yeah, I had him. Nope. Way before we got there.
Yeah. All right, so a good description from Rey, not from Luke this time.
Okay.
Yeah. I just transferred a bit of life, Force energy from me to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we also see her do this with Ben Kenobi.
When?
Or no, Ben. No.
What?
Actually, no. She healed the creature, but then Ben heals Rey.
Oh, okay.
So we see it twice in Rise of Skywalker.
It makes sense also that he would be able to. I mean,
yeah. So it is a super rare Force power only wielded by some Force sensitives, but it is not limited to Jedi.
Oh, okay.
Night Sisters and Sith can also.
So if you can use the Force as a chance, you can Force heal.
Okay. This is done by placing a hand on a wounded person.
Yep. I don't think that's gonna fix me.
Okay.
That was a
Thought
nice
I'd
try,
give it
though.
a try. Or waving a hand towards the wounded person.
No.
Okay. Or pouring their life energy into it, healing the target, or using their I lost my place. Which would later recover. So yeah, they would try to use their
Transfer their
life
own life energy
energy.
into, like
Yeah.
Ray said, like,
Yeah. And
here's a little of my energy and it'll
yeah.
heal you.
And then
Yeah.
they would recover by resting or meditating
Yeah.
to replenish their own life forces. So that's kind of how it would
That makes sense. And
happen.
again, definitely makes sense why it's pretty rare and why, like, not everybody can do it. Like,
It's
you just
exhausting.
drain
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah.
You are literally draining your life forces.
So you, like, not only have to know how to do it, you have to know how and when to stop.
Yes.
So that you don't unalive yourself.
Replenish yourself. Yeah.
My nose is crooked. Well, not my nose. My nose jewelry is crooked. My nose is fine.
Your
Just
nose is not
all my nose
crooked.
rings are crooked. There we go.
So this ability has also helped one to overcome exhaustion. So it's not just about healing others, but you
Okay.
can also use it to help when you're tired.
Neat. Just kind
That's
of,
really cool. Like
how do you do that? I wonder. Like, use your own energy to replenish
your exhaustion.
yourself. Yeah.
I I guess that kind of makes sense because sometimes like when you are sick, you are like exhausted, like there must be a way of like
But
that.
then you rest and your body heals itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
No, that makes sense.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
You can also cure people from poisoning.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Okay.
Mending flesh.
Okay. Yep.
Um,
We see her do that with the creature.
yes.
Yeah.
And then in rare cases of the force dyad, the user is able to transfer enough of their own force energy to bring their target, the other half of the bond, to life through the cost of their own. So that is Ben and Ray. And we see that in the end of Rise of Skywalker. Remember, Ben gave up his life
Yeah.
to
So that
save
she could live.
and take down Palpatine.
Yep. Whoa.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes.
It's always a dichotomy.
So yeah, which is crazy.
And light and dark makes the balance, and like, that much. Whew, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, the Force dyad was first brought up for the sequels. It was never ever brought up in the Star Wars before. Because I was doing a little bit of research on it before this too. Yeah, it was brought up for the sequels.
Okay.
And there's actually a prophecy about the Force dyad in Star Wars. I didn't know there was a.
What's the prophecy?
I don't know what it is. I did not spend much time on it.
Okay.
I quickly looked it up. But
we should look up and see what the prophecy
there was a prophecy about the dyad in the Force between who would eventually,
like, before Ray and Ben.
yeah, that they were
foretold them.
and that they were
Wow.
the prophecy.
That's cool.
And I kind of wish that they would have explained that more in the movies, I think. So
That's a really neat concept.
And so I think people would have understood it more because I feel like
if you don't read the books, you really don't.
Yeah.
You're not getting it.
I never understood the Force dyad. Like, I realized, okay, they're kind of a balance of each other.
Yeah.
Like, the good and the evil, the light and the dark, like, they're there to balance each other out because everything needs that balance, the yin and the yang, but they never, I don't feel like in the movies they explained it very well.
No. Not really beyond that. Like,
and they didn't explain, like, the connection, especially in The Last Jedi, how they could see into each other's, like,
no.
they could sit
they
down.
just were like, they can do this, accept it.
They could sit down and actually have this conversation where they could
They were, like,
see each other.
in each other's thoughts, like, physically there.
And they could touch each other, and they
yeah.
could sense each other, they could feel each other, and they didn't
There was, I
talk
feel
about
like,
that.
wasn't there a point where, like, an object was transferred between them?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's huge.
Like,
And we didn't get enough. It was very much just like, here, this is a thing that's pretty cool, and we're not gonna talk about it anymore.
And everybody was just like, what's going on?
Yeah,
Like,
this is cool, tell us about it.
And, like, sometimes I'm like, we don't need everything force fed, but when you have this complex, like, thing that is new, and it is, like, pivotal, especially to their story, and I feel like it was pivotal to their story.
That's huge.
We
I mean, they
needed
influenced each other so much, and we don't know how they were able to do it or why.
needed more information, especially when it came to Ben being able to then drain his life force and
to
be
save
able
her.
to heal Rey.
Right. And like you said, it's not the first time. We've seen it on Mortis when the daughter gave her life to save Ahsoka's life. She drained every bit of her energy.
Do you want to hear some other cool alternatives?
Yeah. Yeah. Because otherwise, we're just going to do this.
Yeah. So, yeah. We're going to break that cycle.
Okay. Good job.
Healing alternative applications for Jedi and everything else.
And everything else.
So Jedi healing was also used for healing damaged kyber crystals.
Oh yeah, because we've seen kybers that have been bled changed back. We've seen them fixed or read about it maybe. Typos get you again.
Well, yeah, that's so weird. I think it's supposed to be Ahsoka did this with the kyber crystals in. So Ahsoka healed the broken kyber crystals,
got the nice,
and
pretty white.
purified them. So that was the healing ability. She healed them with the Force.
Yep, and that's how she ended up with her white kyber crystals.
Yes. They also had talismans as necklaces. They existed that were imbued with the Force and would improve their healing abilities of those who possessed it.
That's cool.
Yeah, so they would.
Do we see those at all?
No.
Okay. Since I think that's the first time I've heard of them.
And then there were alchemists who would study healing arts. That would typically fall on the dark side of the Force.
Okay.
So kind of I think would go back to
some experiments that we probably don't want to hear about.
Like Plagueis.
Yeah.
I would think would fall into
messing with the midichlorians and all the science of how to live forever.
Probably also that'd probably fall into like Palpatine with his
he was trying his damnedest to live forever too.
Exalt.
Oh yeah.
With their Sith.
They were
what are this? Sith, the cult. Exalt, they're cloning and all that stuff.
What the heck are they called?
I can't even remember, but I remember the planet was Exalt.
Yep.
I don't remember.
We just read about it like 12 books ago.
Are you ready for my rant?
Yeah, let's have it.
Okay. So we talked a little bit about it. Okay. So as I was reading all this, I got like super, super mad because like people complained so much about Rey being able to heal in Rise of Skywalker. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Like they were like, oh, all of a sudden now she can heal, and then now Ben can heal. Like, what is it was this?
Like,
and
we haven't seen this before, and she can do it, and we're mad about every single thing that she does.
But no, now like after doing all this research, it was actually we've seen it so many times in Star Wars, and it's not even
like more than just those.
Not
that
even
we talked about.
Yeah, a lot more times than what we've talked about.
Okay. It was just another thing to be mad about her about. Look,
people just wanted to complain
whatever
about
that. They don't like her, and they want to be mad about her.
So
so they will freaking make up things.
As we previously, so I'm gonna list.
Let's have it. Go down the list. Let's have it.
List people. So as mentioned previously in Clone Wars, Anakin used a variation of it on Mortis to drain the mortally wounded daughter to revive Ahsoka. We also have a High Council member and Jedi Master Stas Ali, who had the healing ability and was a member of the Circle of Jedi Healers and served as the overseer of Medical Corps. What? And during her time as the general during the Clone Wars, was used her ability to heal the wounded.
That's freaking awesome.
Clone War time era.
Heck yeah. Okay.
Ahsoka cleansed the 2 kyber crystal. Grogu healed the venomous wound out of Grief Karga, which ultimately strained him and put him into a deep sleep. Like, these were all on screen.
Yep. Before. Not just Rey. But because Ray did it, we're gonna be mad about it, we're gonna yell about it, and we're gonna make up things so
Like,
that we get madder, and we try to convince other people to be mad too. Because for some reason,
we
let's
can't
hate on
have
Ray is a fun hobby for fanboys out there.
it's just like it's because I don't wanna play this card, but I'm gonna play this card is because she was a woman.
Yeah, I think so. Because look how OP'd Luke was. I mean, when I talk about Ray being a Mary Sue, let's look at Luke. But
I've
everybody
had so
loves
many
Luke.
people say, "Ugh, I just wish they woulda made Finn a Jedi. They shoulda just made Finn a Jedi."
I love Finn, and
I love Finn. I
I
think
think
they did
his
him dirty.
character was so robbed.
They did him dirty.
However, they are 2 different characters, and we
Yeah.
do not replace her with Finn. We
They
don't replace her, period. Like,
they shoulda made Finn
she was a phenomenal character.
I wish with Finn, they would've had him go more into becoming, like, a general or leader with
Yeah.
the
That's the way I
resistance.
thought it was going.
Um,
Like, he would have been incredible.
I would've loved to see him rise in the ranks and become, like, a number 2 to Leia,
Yeah.
especially after being a part of the First Order
Mhm.
and have that redemption of being taken from his family and then come back and fight for that
Right.
freedom for everybody to have the choice to live the life that they want.
Right. Like, what better justice
Yes.
for your family than to make sure other people get to live the life they didn't?
That's
Like,
what I would have loved to
yeah,
see for
they
him.
did him dirty, but that doesn't mean that we just take away Ray's character and replace it with Finn's. They are both very important to the story, and Ray had to survive on this freaking planet for so long by herself. She's had to learn so many skills.
She knew how to fight, she knew how to survive, she knew how to pilot,
Yep.
she knew how to scavenge.
Way before we ever came along and saw her do things.
We
Like,
saw her do
the
all
birth
of
of a
this.
character is not the first time we see them. Like, everybody else has a backstory. She does too. You you know, most of our audience agrees with us.
I know, but it's just like
We're just ranting now at you guys.
but it's just like, I wish people would stop just yes, we complain, no, no, that's not what I'm saying. It is okay for characters to be Mary Sues. Matt and I talk about this all the time, especially when it comes to superhero
Mhm.
movies, and
We expect it.
for the hero to come out winning, yes, there are gonna be some challenges for them to overcome.
Mhm. We wanna see that growth.
There's gonna be that growth and that over challenge, but they are gonna have a slight advantage in some other capacity,
Mhm.
I feel
They're
like.
the heroes. That's the point of the story, and the point of a hero in a story is for people to see themselves. You get a chance to see yourself as a hero,
Her
to imagine this,
her
you
advantage
know?
was she knew how to fight because she had to survive, but she had to overcome that abandonment issue.
Mhm.
She had to overcome yeah, that abandonment
I mean,
issue.
that was huge
That
for
was
her.
huge. She
That I mean, that would occasionally trigger memories and emotions so hard she'd hit her knees. I mean, like, and stop.
yeah,
That's massive trauma.
it
Like,
it is. She was
and to overcome it and then go on to thrive? Like, I want her to be like a badass. I think I can say that on.
yeah.
I want her to be, because I want to be able to have me or somebody else who needs it be able to put themselves in that shoes and be able to be like, yeah, that's a win. That's a win. Sometimes entertainment is for that.
Yeah.
Entertainment. Lift your spirits.
Just enjoy
We
the
don't have to fight
movie.
about it all. Like, it is exhausting that we have had this conversation so many times, and it just feels like we keep having this conversation because it keeps happening.
I'm like, having like productive, passionate discussions
Yeah, that's a
is
really good
okay.
thing. Yeah.
You don't have to be mean.
No, no, like Denise said, be passionate, but also be
You
kind,
don't have to
right?
be
Like, be
mean
passionate,
about
but
it.
also become passionate.
Like
You do not have to be mean. We don't have to fight. We don't have to call each other names. Like,
it
we
just
don't have to. We
it's
can talk about this fandom that we all love and be civil about it.
you don't have to agree on everything, but just don't. tear each other down because they have a different opinion.
Like, like a fun thing about
I say
Star Wars
that, and then
is
we're like,
I
you guys are
know.
wrong. Rey
You
is
guys,
great. No, it's okay. I
fuck
get
you,
it.
hater, but
Not
it's
everybody's
the
gonna like every
meanness.
character. Just be nice.
It's not even the fact for me that like people don't like her. It's how mean people get about it.
That's what my
That's what
problem was.
bothers me. Like,
Not everybody
not
likes every
everybody
character.
loves. Like, I love Snips, right? Like, she's not your favorite character. That doesn't bother me.
I only like Rosario Dawson Snips.
Yeah.
Don't like older Snips.
Yeah. Right. I get it. But I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, not everybody is gonna have the same characters, and it makes it fun if we all have different ones because we have stuff to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody wants to talk if people are just being mean and like hurling insults. Like, it's just not productive. It's not fun.
So the two powers we talked about tonight, which one would you want?
Force healing. I want to be able to help people.
I'd want to be able to help people, but then I would be afraid that people would want to try to abuse it.
Yeah. Try to force you to do things you didn't want to do.
Yeah. Because people can be crappy.
Yeah. That's true.
Like, if you think about, like, okay, this is going to be totally random. Like, if you look at, like, shows where people have, like apocalyptic shows.
Yeah.
Where people have, like, the rare blood that can heal. They want to do all these, like, tests and drain them and use them to cure everybody.
I don't like that.
So, like, I wouldn't want to be used.
You don't want to be a test subject. Yeah.
You can get rid of medicine because you can just touch somebody and heal them. Like,
right. Like, no, this is not my life now. Like, I have a life too.
Drained to just.
Yeah, you're gonna be used up.
I don't want
like that either.
I would be afraid that I'd be locked up and used to heal somebody.
Because it would also be really difficult to keep that a secret.
Yeah.
Whereas, I mean, like, being a Force Ghost, it's not like somebody can capture you. There's not Force Ghostbusters out. Like,
I watched a show of something like about. Oh my gosh, what was that show? It was a ghost.
Yeah.
Where they had this power, and they could go into people, and they're forcing this ghost to like possess people and do things.
How they force this ghost to do stuff?
They were like,
what?
Because the ghost wanted to help their family member, but to help the family member, because the person could see the ghost and communicate with them, they would force the ghost to possess people and do their bidding.
Wow.
To help the family member. So yeah, then people are twisted.
Yeah, that's true. I don't like that either.
Mine's just going all
like all these bad things. Like, what could they do?
What is wrong with
However,
me today?
if you think about like, okay, so being a Force Ghost might be a better option.
I think I would. Okay, so
and you would be strong enough to probably keep yourself safe.
So I think I'd want to be a Force Ghost because I think I would want to go and kind of just say like my final piece with like family members
after you're gone.
And maybe see, like, depending on how long my like consciousness survives, maybe see like family members that I would have never been able to meet.
Oh, that's true.
Like, grandchildren, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be really cool too.
I would have never been able to have the ability,
right? Because you can kind of go visit, so to speak, like so decades later.
Yeah, I would want to be a Force Ghost.
Yeah, that's cool.
I would want that ability for that one specifically.
Yeah,
I think that would be cool.
I think it would be really fun to be a Force Ghost, but I think I'd still want Force healing. And just learn how to do something really intimidating to keep people away from me. I'll get a Charhound.
Yes! Go get Ember.
I'll go get Ember. We'll hang out. We'll be besties. And she can keep the mean, scary people away from me, and I'll heal people.
Into a fireball.
Yeah, by turning a little fireball.
And then you can heal yourself.
Yeah, when she inevitably burns me. That's a good plan. I like it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Dig it. Yeah, I'll be a Force Ghost.
Come visit me.
I'll come visit you after Ember catches me on fire.
Yeah.
She blows me up.
Yep.
Hey, Rex!
Get back! Ember! gonna hang out for a while. Your dog caught me on fire, and now I'm a ghost. Thanks. Emperor's just like,
Hi, homegirl.
Hi, homegirl. Yep. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
Sorry I caught you on fire. Hope your eyebrows grow back soon.
I had eyebrows. What?
They might have been singed off a little. Yeah.
That's all right. I draw them on anyway. They're pretty much non-existent.
I think your glasses sit like right where they are, so I don't think I've ever noticed.
Oh,
Are they really light?
Yeah.
Oh, they're really light colored. Yeah.
Which is funny because
Mine are
my
thick
hair
and dark.
is very dark.
Yeah, it's interesting that your eyebrows aren't as dark.
They're very thin.
Okay.
My sisters are very thick.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah.
Like, I've kind of shaped mine a little bit, but I don't mess with them too much. But they're
don't mess with them because then I would have none.
I mean, that's fair though. That's fair. If they're already super light, like, and you start plucking them,
I will say
they're almost blonde.
Yeah, they're super light.
Wow.
I will say when the trend started coming out with people like filling them in.
Oh yeah.
I was just like, thank the maker.
I now I get to have eyebrows.
I can get behind this one.
Yeah.
I will invest money into that.
I really have not ever done that. I've been spending my life fighting the Brooke Shields caterpillar crawling across my forehead.
But now it's trendy.
Yeah, now it's trendy. So it's like whatever. Just keep the in between and the shape and good enough.
Yeah, that's great. So this was fun. I
enjoyed
talking about the different.
This series was such a good idea, Denise.
I like this one. I really enjoyed looking up the information. I like stuff like
this was great.
Now we just need to think about what we're going to do next because we're still on our Star Wars drought.
Yes, it's still a drought.
Because we don't have anything coming out for a good while. No, we have all the episodes drop at once in September 19th, the season 2.
Right. Ahsoka. No.
Rebuild the Galaxy. Lego.
We were just talking about Ahsoka. That wasn't even the word I meant to say. And I realized that the show I meant to say isn't even Star Wars. I was going to say Peacemaker. But Peacemaker comes out pretty soon.
No, Rebuild the Galaxy Lego.
Heck yeah.
But all of those episodes drop at once.
Okay.
Ahsoka is still filming.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So that's next year. Mandalorian Grogu, that's a movie. That's next year.
Next year will be a fun year for content, but
there will be. But
we got to get through the drought first. But it's a mini drought compared to what they went through in the 70s.
Other than September 19th for the Lego thing, the only thing we know coming out for sure is on, May 26th, which is the movie.
Yeah.
And then most likely we'll have another Tales.
Yeah, probably.
On May 4th.
They've been giving us those pretty regularly. Oh,
May 4th.
It's killing it too.
So, guys,
it's going to be a little bit.
That's 8 months.
But you know what? We love Star Wars, and we have lots of things to talk about.
8 months.
Yeah.
That's a lot to do. What are we going to do?
Lots of stuff.
I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, we'll do lots of stuff. We've already got a couple of ideas.
We do?
Yeah.
No, we do.
I swear we just had this conversation.
We do. So funding the fun from our galaxy to yours.
May the Force be with you.
Always.
Pew, pew, pew.
Thank you for listening to Sisterhood of the Traveling Bantha, written and produced by Denise McKay.
Edited and produced by Rexy Jupiter. Original logo design by Tyler Rigney.
Intro and outro music is provided by the Galactic Empire.
You can find us on all streaming platforms at Travel and Bantha.
And join our Discord for fun-filled galaxy chats.
You can also sign up for our Patreon starting at just $3. You get exclusive episodes, merch, behind the scenes, and more.
And a special thanks to all our Jedi Knight members and higher. We have Rooney, Michael Beavers, Mark Collier, and James Peake. From our galaxy to yours.
May the Force be with you.
Always.